Yeah, he did. Flannery, I was really impressed with just the look of his changeup from the side. Looking forward to watching some of the action on film on it as well. But the hitter's reactions, obviously his fastball and placing his fastball is always going to be the single best weapon he's going to have each night. But after that, mixing in the slider as well as a changeup that seems to, I think he's just gaining more confidence in it. And as he gains confidence, he finishes it, throws it better, and you're getting some of the depth. You're getting a good change in the velocity. It was just a great day. And then, he makes a play that I'm confident he's not going to do again with trying to barehand that ball. It's just an athletic, natural reaction that we need to undo with every single one of our guys. But that could have gone really, really bad, obviously with the injury. But after that, not having a feel for the ball, and he did a nice job of regaining his composure and kind of pitching through that, and did a great job of getting big outs right in the middle of their big part of their order.
It seems like we talk every night about how phenomenal the bullpen, and today was no exception. Were you planning on going multiple with Josh today, or was there availability issues down there too?
Yeah, we had availability issues, and so we had to get Josh and Scotty Barlow to finish this one. And we could have Zuber could have helped out at some point. Figured we'd probably use Greg Holland like a war horse for us. This guy has just been so special with how he's coming and making good pitches. But those were the guys that we really knew we were going to probably lean on today if we had a chance to put this away, and they stepped up in a big way. Josh was just fantastic. Ball jumping out of his hand, controlling the strike zone. When he controls the strike zone, his stuff's going to take over.
Big picture, is this now beginning to look a lot like the team you envisioned back in Arizona?
Well, just really good baseball. That was a series of to answer your question quickly, but to elaborate, we wanted to see speed. We wanted to see pressure. We wanted to see defense. We believe in our pitching. And you're watching some of these guys that you would hope would be part of that conversation, and we didn't know if that was going to be possible or not. And they are, and they're doing what we needed them to do. And you can start to envision about halfway through spring, when we were still in Arizona, how this bullpen could come around, and what we thought might have been one of our weaknesses last year to be one of our strengths this year. And but this just comes down to each man just getting better. These guys are really impressive in how they're working on different parts of their game, whether it's the running game, whether it's controlling the strike zone, and then working on some of their secondary pitches and how to use them. Just very impressed with what that pen has done.
Thanks, Skip.
All right, Fanny.
Mike, along those lines of have availability issues, how welcome is this day off for you guys? You've really been going at it for a long time.
Todd, the guys will argue with this, I'm sure. We haven't talked about it, but usually it feels like it's 17 in a row, but it doesn't. I almost just want to keep watching what I'm watching. We're having so much fun coming to the park right now. I'm having trouble explaining it, despite the fact that we don't have our fans here. When you start playing that kind of baseball, you don't want anything to get in the way. But what we'll do is we'll just get ourselves a little more rested and hopefully continue it once we get to Cincinnati.
And Mike, what was it like to see in his first time in the plate this season, Dozier step up and sort of deliver for you guys?
Yeah, big spot. No sense of waiting around, right? And he comes through nice. And you could hear whenever anybody else – Hunter was in here pretty early today. He wanted to make sure he got his work. And as you could just hear different players come in, it was like, all right, now here we go. He's back, and, we got the band back together. You're just hearing different things that you could tell they were excited to just get all the pieces. And let's see how it looks once we put all the pieces out there on the field. And I know everybody's been excited about how we've been going about the last couple of days. The guys in there, how they're fighting through, the energy, the excitement, every little portion of the game that you want to see. And then putting more of these guys back into the fold is exactly where they want to be and how we want to keep things.
All good?
Hey, Mike.
Well, go ahead, Bonnie.
Oh, sorry. Okay, just one other thing. How much does it do for the position players when you have the rotation going like it is now and the bullpen, just that sense of faith that everything's in place for them if they just do their jobs? Is that making a big difference right now?
Yeah, I'd say for any team, Vi, when you have 5 guys you're rolling out there that you believe will give us a chance to win. And all we have to do is figure out a way to scratch something and put a couple marks on the board. And we've got the bullpen that's going to take care of things. I've said this in the past. I don't know if there's anything that's tougher for a team, especially a young team, to be able to get in position to have a win and then have it taken away from you in the last third of the game. It's one of those things that has, I believe, a 3-day carryover to it, that it truly takes the wind out of your sails. And to be able to be in a position now where I know these guys are having so much faith, and you're starting to hear that. Even let's give them a little bit more room. Let's give them a little bit more just to take some of the pressure off them. But I know they've got the utmost faith in the pen to do what they need to do. And these starters are really starting to show just why we have as much faith as we have in them.